Hello everybody, welcome. Is my camera okay? I didn't check. Hang on. There we go. Let me do one thing. I didn't do my setup properly. Hang on one second. I kind of rushed this because it's getting a bit later than I normally stream. So let me just make sure everything's okay. Everything looks okay. Okay, so welcome. So let me move that back. Okay. So the last stream. Do I remember that? Okay. So the last stream we actually finished off the wall of our base. I say we finished it off. We have done most of it. We have a little bit here to do here and there. Other than that, we're good. We built our farm all the way down here and sowed all these seeds. Then we realized we couldn't extend our base out here like I was planning on doing because there's lots of marshland here that I didn't actually see. And we can't build on that, unfortunately. So I've now put all the farms back here again. I still just sow these seeds. And I'm going to build a massive base here. It's going to connect to this base. And it's going to be like the main living quarters. We can also have this little mountain to tunnel into, which I'm doing for limestone. And we can keep something in here. I don't know what we're going to do with this at the moment, but it's there for us. Let's have a little bit of a roll call. So we have Celeste, who is a 46-year-old female, who is a pyromaniac and a tortured artist. She is our main hunter and shooter. She's also one of our main planters as well for planting all the crops. Oh god, my chair dropped me. Give me a heart attack. Bloody hell. Hang on. Oh, I just realized my game's still running. Okay. Amy. 42-year-old female. They're the same age. No, close. 42-year-old female. She's very good at construction. And also our main doctor. She's a psychopath, which probably doesn't make a great doctor being a psychopath. But, there we go. She's delicate and has a great memory. So she will remember all the psychopathic things she does, which is great. Dassy is great at construction as well, along with Celeste. She's very intelligent and very sociable, which isn't great because both Amy and Celeste aren't sociable at all. So she has kind of limited people she can talk to, unfortunately. She is very lazy, though, and that does come across in her mood. She doesn't like working. Gets very unhappy very easily. We have Christabel, who's our most recent colonist. Very good at cooking and pretty decent at crafting. Will get better. Again, kind of sociable, so someone for Dassy to talk to. He's an undergrounder. Doesn't like being in the outdoors, so hopefully when we get him in here, he can just live in here. He'll be fine. He can be a hermit. Little troglodyte in the mountains. Then we have Nugfur, who is our guest at the moment. Not one of our main people. We're hoping they will stay with us when it comes to their date of departure. They are very good at mining, very good at cooking. So I do want them to stay because... Sorry, good at melee, not mining. Very good at melee. I do want them to stay. Not because they used to be a gigolo, but because they are very good at melee. We don't have anyone who's really decent at melee at the moment, so having that in our base would be useful. Then, that is it. We also have our dog, Elvira. Good old Labrador, who has been hauling all our stuff from the map into here. And also got badly injured protecting Celeste against a vicious animal. Then we got our alpacas. Sandra and Jeffrey and little baby Tina. Sandra gave birth to Tina last stream and then was instantly pregnant with another little baby alpaca, which is good because we can get them for fur and meat. I don't know how much meat they have on them. Let's have a look. 140. So not a lot of meat, but the fur will come in handy for building clothes, making clothes. What we need to do is get this base finished. We definitely need to get it finished. I mean, the base is never going to be finished, but we need to get it in a better spot because we're very limited on space. We don't have any sort of medical bays. Oh, this is still a medical bed. I need to get rid of that. This should be Whose bed is this? Celeste's. Yeah, this could be Celeste. There we go. So yeah, I have been working on my little Google Doc. And by working on it, I've done a tiny bit on it. Let me quickly have a quick show you of that. Does this show? Hang on. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, here we go. So this is my Google Doc. This is just going to be a little outline of what happens to the colony. Haven't written anything so far here, but I have written something here. So eventually, when I've completed this part, I will put it in the tiles below, just so people can read it if they want to. Like I've got the story of 2 people that joined us that then unfortunately met their end. If you want to read about what happens to them, you will do eventually. And also for non-stream related, well, it is kind of stream related, my YouTube VOD channel, I'm still uploading all that stuff. I've just got to convert it from Twitch to YouTube. As I mentioned last stream, I have lost one of the RimWorld videos because I messed up my Twitch VOD track just by doing something stupid. So one of my streams had no audio at all. So that's just going to be missed out, unfortunately. So you just have a big gap between the first one and the ones after that, which, oh well, not much probably happened, so we're all good. Okay. So we need to get this cloth in. I don't know who's going to do that. Maybe Nugfer can prioritize hauling all this stuff. Get it all in. There we go. So we were low in medicine, and we are low in food. That's not great. Oh, I put Christabel here. By mistake. Yes, so Christabel, sorry, go, your bed's here. I put the wrong person in the wrong bed. So, you were Celeste. There we go. Yeah, we're pretty low on food, aren't we? That's pretty bad. We gotta get more food and more food fast. Okay, what do we got for animal? Again, we haven't really got a lot. We can kill this. Unfortunately, they are quite vicious, and this is the one that ripped Celeste and our dog to pretty much shreds. They did survive, but they were very close to death. I think they had 3 hours life left in them. So hopefully Celeste can do like one pop headshot and kill it. Let's see. Lucky, yeah, 1 hit, good. Great. Try and get this last shot. Okay, you've hit twice. Okay, good. Shoot again wherever you hit it. You have hit it in the body and you shot its tail clean off. Nice, great shooting. It's now dead. So can you please pull that in? And that should give us... How much food does that give us? Where do I look again? Here. 50. Not great, but it's better than nothing. We need any bit of food we can get. Can you move? Oh, you can move these. Maybe I should move some of these over here. Nah, I should probably keep them there. They're pretty handy there. Okay, there's some couple of rhinos here. I could risk trying to shoot the rhinos from here and hope that we'll be safe. So Celeste, please can you come here? We'll see if we can shoot the rhinos from our base, because that would be very handy if we can. They're very vicious. We nearly lost everyone in our base from a rhino attack before. So, let's unallow these. And let's see if you can get a clean shot. We can. Luckily, 1 good hit. 1 good hit. Is in no immediate danger, though. Let's see if we can chase it. It is running away, but we should be able to get back to our base quickly if they stampede us. Go on, try and get another good hit. Okay, what we can do is we hunt that. Undraft. There we go. Please prioritize hunting the rhino. You're just standing there. No, I have it paused. That's why you're just standing there. Okay, be careful with it. If it turns on you, you have to run, Celeste. You've got to get out of there. You don't want to risk getting killed by that. Oh, close. So where did you shoot it before? You shot its right lung. I'm not too sure how it has no immediate danger when it has a hole in its lung, but it is doing okay so far. Just get one more shot and that should be enough to make it start bleeding. Come on, there's one good shot on it. We need this meat because this has tons of meat in it. Yeah, 277. That's a bunch of meals. Ah, good hit, good hit, good hit. It has turned on us. It wants to kill us, so please start moving back to the base. And oh god, you got to be quick. Get in the base. No, this way. Go on, run, Celeste, run. It is quickly catching up on you. Maybe get in here if you can. It is after us. Get close to the door and hope that... Oh, get in actually. Get in and see if the spike trap will kill it. Okay, nope. The spike hasn't gone in the spike trap. All we can do is we can go through... Oh, it's going to the spike trap maybe? Yes? Oh, yes. Oh, there we go. Perfect. It got both of them. So... Please haul this rhino back to base. That is why we wanted the spike traps there. That is great. Okay, a rhino's here. We did that. Ah, a transport crash. A child named Pitts is crashing in a transport pod nearby. Pitts is suffering from paralytic aprasia, and will be unable to walk. She will recover naturally after many days. There is also a chance of a lucky quick recovery. A paralytic aprasia can also be cured by a special operation that requires a large amount of Glitterworld. We only have one Glitterworld medicine. She is willing to contribute once she is recovered, but will not leave voluntarily. If you don't want Pitts, you can banish her, sell her into slavery, or leave her to die. However, your other colonists may find this disturbing. I don't really want them to die. That'd be pretty bad if I just let them die. What group are they in? They are in the kinship of Colgo. Are they good or bad? They're very hostile. So maybe if we help their friend, they will be a bit nicer to us. So can Amy go get them, please? Actually, no. Can Celeste go get them? Why can we not... no prisoner bed in safe... Okay, let's have... We don't want a prisoner bed. We want a medicine bed, don't we? We don't have any beds for medicine. Damn. Okay, what we can do is maybe just set up a bed in our battery area. I mean, it's not great, but it's better than having no bed. Okay, so bed. Bed. Where do we go for that? Furniture. Put a sleeping spot down for now. Just here. For medicine. Okay, bring... Where are they? Bring Pitts back. Get Pitts back here. And then we can also build them a better bed as well, rather than just a sleeping spot on the ground. Okay, there we go. There's the bed. Dassie, can you please prioritize this? Just so they have a nice bed to sleep in. We don't want them just sleeping on the floor. Because that doesn't set a good example for our colony that we're putting prisoners, well not prisoners, putting injured people right on the floor. Where were they? Up here. Amy's walking quite slowly because of the marshland. Yes, it must be. Let's hope the elephants are friendly. They're not going to attack us. They shouldn't. Yeah, they shouldn't be able to attack us, hopefully. I'm not too sure if they do or not. Okay, so where's that elephant? Okay, you're butchering it up. That's good. We're getting a bunch of meat from them. Nice job there, Christabel. We need that meat. Okay, Amy's now bringing Pitts back to the base. Do pits have any good stats? No. Because they're a child, they have no good stats. They are kind, though. But they... Oh. They are the Pits is a cannibal. So, we probably want to banish them as soon as we've made them better again. Because we don't really want a cannibal in our base. Because they might eat our legs off when we're asleep. Okay, Celeste. Do you think you could probably kill another... Actually, no. Don't worry about killing another one. Darcy, can you please prioritize building these traps back up again? Okay, this is for medicine. So, and we'll get rid of this. Amy, please can you put them... Don't just stand there with them. No, don't just stand there with them. Put them in bed. Nice. And then please tend to them. Oh no, we can't tend to them because they're not bleeding, they're just wow, 34 days. They're probably gonna get very unhappy because they really want human meat. It's gone 8 hours without eating a piece of human, so she's gonna be very upset. She's complaining because it's an awful hospital. And we could keep them as a slave if we wanted to. We have we could easily make them a slave. What I want to do is really counsel or try and convert them. Because I don't want them to be a... No, I can't use convert. I would definitely want to start trying to convert them to not be a cannibal. And then hopefully we can keep them as ours. Keep them like a pet. We can have this person in our base. And we could... I mean, we could harvest them for organs, but we probably shouldn't go down that route. Okay, is there a way of setting them to constantly try and convert them without me having to manually do it? Not too sure. They are asleep, so we can't... Can you wake them up? No. Yeah, low food, I know. Christabel, well, you are chef. Yes, Christabel, can you please... we have enough food. We have 6. We have enough for the morning. And then, okay, he's going to do it anyway. Well, please, can you clear this blood up first, though? Rather, this wasn't a dirty kitchen that you're cooking in. There we go. Spilling my drink. Oh, that's good. I made myself some cold brew. Because I love coffee, but it's a bit too hot to drink coffee at the moment. So I made my own cold brew. And now I've got hair in my mouth. There we go. Okay, yeah, if you go to rest, if you go to bed, we really want to kind of finish this base off quickly. Then we can start building a better hospital for pits to sleep in while we try and convert them. Because if they're happy, they might be easily converted. Whereas at the moment, they're pretty miserable because this hospital is... I say hospital, they're in the battery room. So they're pretty unhappy being in here. They're also unhappy because they're in the darkness. Can you feed them? No, I don't seem to want to be able to feed them. Maybe they're not hungry. But they're only going to be fed normal food. No human. You have to learn to deal with just normal meat. Okay, everyone's asleep, so let's skip time. Bum. So yeah, we definitely need to get more bricks built. I don't have any, do we? No, we have granite and slate, but we have no limestone. I kind of want to keep it in the theme that we've got with it. And we have a lot of limestone areas as well. What we need is someone to haul all this limestone back because we have a load of it. So orders, haul all this. Oh, you can't do that one though. Ah, okay, it's morning. Oh, it's 4 AM. But Nugfur is instantly up and he is outside digging. He seems to be very unhappy that he's in the darkness. Oh, he's not the undergrounder. So Cristobal is our undergrounder. Unfortunately, he's not a miner, so he's not going to restay underground. So Nugfur has 9.4 days until he will leave us. Hoping he chooses to stay. Is Pitts awake? Yes. No, Pitts is still fast asleep. How are you with your resting? Okay, you should be waking up soon. Then we can try and convert you to one of our own. Because we really want you on our team. And for you to not be a cannibal. Okay, please feed Pitts. That should hopefully wake them up. And then Dassie can try and convert them to one of our own. And then Cristobal, can you also do some... Yeah, do the food first. Make all the food. Okay, when you've done that, can you please try and convert Pitts, please? We do not want them to be a cannibal. They are not welcome here if they're a cannibal. Ah, we got them. Are they still a cannibal, though? No. They are now part of our group. They are not a cannibal. Which is lucky. That is very lucky. So yeah, they're now against cannibalism. I believe. Actually, they're not... I don't think they're either for or against cannibalism in our place. I don't think they know about it yet. But luckily they don't want to eat people anymore, which is great. But that does mean that their previous group, the kinship of Colgo, they are cannibals then. If that person was a cannibal. So we've got to be careful about them since they're very hostile as well. Okay. Good job with the conversion there, Dassie. Hopefully you should be happy about that. No, you're not, but you should be. So you've got 34 days until you will get better. Oh, well, she used the good medicine on you. No, she hasn't. No for this. We don't want to use that up. Especially on a child, anyway. Don't want to waste our good medicine. Okay, you're still digging at the compact machinery? Yep, that's great. Celeste. Do you think you can go hunting again? Actually, no, do the planting. Planting is definitely what we need right now. So you plant up those, all that veg and rice and everything. Our dog is playing with the llama, or the alpacas. So how's Sandra getting on her pregnancy? Still early stage. We've got time yet. Okay, we are now on the first day of spring. So this is perfect for sowing seeds. And we've got to get these seeds all sown. This place is very messy again. Hopefully if Pitts stays in our group. Well, they are going to stay in our group. I think they definitely can leave now. Because they're part of our... Luckily Pitts can be a cleaner when we get them... When we get them walking again. I mean, we could probably use this medicine on them. Maybe we can't. I'm not too sure we can or not, actually. I don't know. No, we'll make sure they don't have that. We don't really want them to be to use up the good medicine. So we'll put that on... Where is it? Needs? Health? Health. We'll put it on the normal medicine. I mean, 34 days is quite a long time. We definitely need to get our good hospital built because we don't want them to be in the battery room for this entire time. So, Cristobal, can you please start focusing on stone cutting, please? We have a minor break risk, which is Nugfur. I mean, if you don't want to be in there, don't be in there, Nugfur. Come on out. Maybe do a bit of, what else can you do? What else are you good at? Good at cooking. Maybe Nugfur, you can go do some cooking. Get outside for a bit. You don't have to be in this dark and dingy place. Go enjoy your time. Okay, Celeste, you're still doing the tree. Christabel, you're doing the planks. Dassie, you're doing research, which is doing pretty good actually. We're nearly there on smithing. And after that, we can start doing plate armor, which I do really want some good armor. Okay, yep, you go put that down there. Good job. Oh, Amy's also hauling as well. Where's she going with that? Oh, she's going to get a limestone chunk. Okay, cool. Yeah, we do need more of that. Okay, low food. I mean, we're not that low. We have 3 days worth of food in our storage. That's plenty. I mean, it's not, but we can pretend it is. And then we can go get that last rhino as well, if we need to. Can we eat this? No. So this looks and smells like rotting flesh. We probably don't want to eat that. I'm going to put that on the no pile. Okay, Celeste. Once you've finished all your planting, we will go hunting for another rhino and hope we don't get attacked. Because you're our only hunter. If we lose you, we're as good as dead. Okay. We need cleaning here again, everyone. Definitely needs to be cleaned. So, Amy, can you quickly clean? Just ever so quickly, please. Especially the kitchen. A dirty kitchen means food poisoning. We don't want that. I know you got better jobs to do than this, but nobody else is doing it, so it's got to be you. When Pitts gets better, we can make them be the cleaner. Have a little slave kid doing the cleaning for us. There we go. That should be everything. Yeah, that should be it. So get all that clean. Then we can finish this damn wall. Oh, we're nearly there with this wall. And we haven't done any internal walls yet. I'm not sure the roof can be made this big without collapsing. So we have to build some sort of support structures. Okay, Nogfair's going straight back in the caves. He loves it. Okay, now he's hauling. Okay, that's good. Yeah, you do that hauling. Luckily, Elvira is also doing the hauling as well, like a very good Labrador. Christopher is now bringing all the slabs down here, where I set them to put it. And also steel. What have we got steel here? Oh yeah, it's for the door. Yeah, we don't need that anymore. We do need to put a door around here though. Where are we putting this door? We could probably connect... Okay, let me think about this. Let's build a copy here. Let's connect this up to here. We'll have to probably move these batteries, I think. Don't know where we're going to move them to, but we can move them. But at least for now, we can build a door here, and we'll put one here. And outdoors as well, here. Just wooden doors. We don't need anything better than wooden doors. Okay, Amy's nearly finishing this, and then she can do this part of the wall as well. I do know you just put that resources down there, but you got to remove those now. Then what can we do for... We can build like a hospital here. Yeah, this could be a hospital. This can be our corridor. Let's make it... We should probably make it a bit wider, actually, our corridors, so people can actually fight in them. Because at the moment, they're very small. So, maybe 3 wide. Yeah, that should be good. In case people get in, we do need these to be a bit wider. Okay, and this can be our armory. Down here. This can be armory. We can have... What we can have is a door here. A door here and here. So people can easily get into the hospital that we're going to have. So when people are fighting here, which is going to be one of our... So people will come in here. They will grab all their items from the armory. They'll come stand on the turret in the little bunker. If they get hit, they can leave here, go straight into the hospital and be mended by the doctor. We can have the sleeping quarters over here. Which also leaves another bunker here as well, which would be pretty handy. So we kind of got both sides set up. And then we could also get people over here if we need to get them up here as well. But yeah, that's looking okay. Okay, let's get this built. We can make this hospital look a bit nicer as well, so people actually like being in it. So at the moment, they hate our little hospital bed. Pit does. I am going to put sterile tiles in here. It's going to be expensive, but definitely needed. Don't we have enough silver? No, we don't have enough silver for this. That's unfortunate. How much silver have we got? 459. So how much was that? Let's cancel this. Didn't even think about dragging that. Hang on. Oh, delete the door. What an idiot. Okay. Floors. Sterile tiles. 300, 360, 432. That's enough, isn't it? Yeah, we can build with that at least. It's not enough, but at least we can have some of the floor that's sterile. We can at least put the beds on there for now. Okay, we need to think about getting enough silver as well. Can you mine silver? Is there any silver we've got that could be easily found? I don't know what it looks like in this game. It's probably going to be deep in the mines if there is. No. I mean, there might be some I'm not seeing. No. I thought I remember seeing something, but it might have been gold. Like I remember there being something that was decent. That I saw a few streams ago. Don't remember where it was, but I definitely remember something. Maybe not. Just steel, limestone, steel. We've got a lot of steel, which is pretty good. Guess not. Guess I'm misremembering. I kind of feel like I remember seeing something good. No. Now checking the same places I just checked. But just to quickly double check. Can you mine? Let's have a look. I'm just bringing up the Steam overlay so you can't see this. RimWorld, can you mine silver? Yes, you can find silver ore. It is a thing on this. But you do need necessary deep drills, so we can't get them anyway. We don't have the resources the skills or anything for it. So we just have to wait until a trader comes by. We can start selling some of our rubbish. What we can maybe do is start making a bunch of structures, a bunch of arts to sell to all the traders. Hope they buy that for good money. Okay, it's night time, so let's just skip. Ah, that was good cold brew. Very strong. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, we've had a couple of raids. I'm hoping we don't get any more. We've definitely been getting more and more intense, more stronger the raids are. The last people actually had weapons and were able to fire breathe, which is crazy. They managed to shatter, I think it was Celeste's sternum, but she's now fully recovered. And Dassie is nearly finishing researching smithing. Once we've done that, we can probably start doing plate armor. And then we can start actually protecting our people a little bit better, because at the moment, only a few of us actually have good protection. Okay, I probably don't need the armory this big, actually. What I might do is make this a prison as well. Let's think about this. Let's cancel this. Oh, I cancelled the wrong wall. Okay, a hospital can be small for now. We don't need a massive hospital. We can probably have like a prison. Maybe like a double thick prison. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Nice double thick prison to really keep the prisoners in that we have. I mean, do we need it to be double thick, though? Don't really, do we? No, let's not make it double thick. That's pretty... I think that's pretty pointless for the time being. If we notice prisoners really try and get out, we can change that. But I think they'll be okay. So we can put a door here. Get a door there, and a door at the bottom as well, just so we can speed getting in there. Then we want a big, strong steel door right in the middle. This is going to be the prison. I mean, the prison is kind of bigger than the... Maybe we can do that instead. I don't want the prison to be as bigger than the... Sorry, I don't want the hospital being smaller than the prison. There you go. That should be fine. I mean, so far the prison has a bigger room than some of our colonists. Or all our colonists, in fact. Well, hopefully if we get them a nice prison cell, they might be easier to convert as well if we want them to on our team. Okay, go on, Dasu. We can do this. So there's a harp, a... Can this be classed as recreation or not? It doesn't say. Oh, it is recreation. Yeah, recreation type music. Yeah, we probably want to think about having some musical instruments just to keep people a little bit happier. Okay, Amy is now building the doors because we have loads of wood. Now is getting the steel for the prison door. Nope. Oh, for the sterile flooring. Okay, yeah. Very expensive flooring, so luckily it's worth it for a hospital. Okay, so researching finish smithing. Build smithies for crafting metal weapons like knives, gladi, and maces. Work metal into clean, beautiful floor tiles. Okay, that's fine. Now the next thing we want to do is definitely plate armor. I mean, is there not other sort? What other sort of armor can we do? Oh, flak armor. We need machining for that. We kind of want flak armor more than plate armor, don't we? Maybe I should just go straight into... I mean, how slow are they if they wear this? I feel like they'll be way too slow to do any sort of movement in this. No, screw it. We'll do some plate armor first. And then we can give our melee guys, our melee team, decent plate armor, like they're in the medieval times. And they can rush in with their swords and kill people. Well, that takes a while to build. Damn. Good thing that is worth it. Okay, Celeste, what are you doing? Okay, you're still... Okay, you're both doing some nice planting. You have a nice little conversation. Yep, they're chatting about beautiful people. And talking about the inevitability of death as well, which is a fun topic of conversation to be having. Sandra is now in middle stage of pregnancy, so not long we'll have another little baby alpaca. How's Pitt's doing? So yeah, very upset because they're in the darkness, they're in a hideous environment, they're in an awful hospital. But we are getting your hospital done for you. We're making it nice with a nice sterile floor, so give it maybe a day or two, we can have it done for you. Dassy, where are you, Dassy? Okay, you're hauling limestone. That's good. Cristobal, can you get straight back onto this, please? We really need you to be making tiles rather than planting. Celeste is okay to do the planting by herself. Bum 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 ba-dum. Bum 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 ba-dum. Bum bum ba-dum. Yeah, I did notice that the soundtrack of this game was on Steam to buy, and I might buy it because I love this soundtrack. It's so good. It's only £5, so I might get that. Okay, good, Elvira, bringing the tiles down. Okay, I'm quite liking our kind of L base we got. I mean, it's not a full L because we're not going to be building here, but it's kind of like a weird looking upside down heart, kind of, if it was made in Minecraft. Okay, Cristobal is still bringing these blocks down. What is Amy doing? She's working on the... Ah, yeah, she's bringing on the steel back. Okay, ignore that, Amy. Okay, bring it back, but ignore the steel for now. What we could probably do is get Nugfur to dig this steel out right here so you don't have to walk so far. Nugfur, please prioritize that one, please. Okay, Amy, as soon as you put that down, please just start working on the walls rather than the flooring for now. Actually, no. Ignore what I just gave you. Please work on these... Work on the bunker. We need that finished. Here's our primary defense area. Well, apart from our main defense area. So it's our secondary defense area. But we definitely need it built. Good job. Nice. Darcy is straight on the research again. Doing pretty good. Nugfur is now cutting at the steel. Cristobal is building the slate tiles, the limestone tiles. And Celeste is cutting down all the plants we no longer need down here. Making room for our base to expand. She's sown all the areas up here, so we have lots of growing zone for all our cotton, potatoes, rice, corn, and hay. Okay, minor break risk. Nugfur has a minor break risk. So again, he's in a hideous environment. Maybe what I can do is put a little statue of artwork in here, just to make it a little bit better. Do we have any? We do. I might just move. Did I have one outside? No, I didn't. I saw I had more than this. So there's one there, one there, one up here. What is the best quality? I saw we have more than 3 though. Do we not? I thought we put one outside. I guess we didn't. Okay. Reinstall this just into here, just to maybe make it a bit better. And maybe put some... No, we can't really put lighting in here, can we? No, we can't. We can put a torch down. Produces heat, but hopefully that'll be okay. So Amy, please can you prioritize this and this? Just to make this a little bit better for Nugfur, who's stuck in this mine. We do need all these trees cut so they're not blocking our view. So cut all these trees, please. So a slightly better line of sight. Philly cheesesteak or Mongolian beef? I'm going to say a Philly cheesesteak. Get that grief. Because we don't really have the luxury of getting Philly cheesesteaks in the UK. Oh no. A quest. Caravans of the Pact of Moscupure are being harassed by a pack of 5 man-hunting squirrels. Divine Templar Eric Nystrom wants your help to draw the beasts away from the caravans. The squirrels will arrive at Greenwood 19 hours after you accept. Yeah, we can do this. The Pact of Moscupure, are they... How are they with us? They're very hostile. So yeah, I think any sort of quest will be okay. I think we can handle 5 squirrels. Let's accept this. So in 19 hours they will be attacking. Is everybody ready with their weapons? Yes, you are. Yeah, we don't have any. If you want a Philly cheese, you got to make it yourself. But again, we don't really have the ingredients to be able to make it, like the sort of the cheese whiz and stuff like that. So anything we do make here won't be a true Philly cheesesteak. Okay, so 19 hours. When does it tell me when they're attacking? In 19 hours after I accept. Okay, 1 hour's gone by. So hopefully everyone can have a nice sleep and it will attack in the morning. Hello there, Elusive Bacon. How are you? Good to see you again. Welcome back. As you can see, the base is slightly more expanded since the last time you were here. We're kind of making it a little bit bigger. We have a pack of 5 man-hunting squirrels on their way in about 18 hours, so we're hoping we can defend that. Provolone, I'm not too sure if we can get that cheese here. Hang on, let's have a look. Let's have a look. No, we can't really get that in our supermarkets. I mean, we probably could if I go to like a specialist cheese place or buy it online, but we can't really get them in like our main supermarkets. It was like I wanted some really good like Mexican style cheese for some burritos I was making, but again, we can't really get that kind of cheese here. Crystal, can you please do a little bit cleaner when you're done? It is very messy in here. How is Pitts doing? 32 days until they can walk again. They might recover sooner than that, but it's not looking good. How hungry are they? They're very hungry. So Amy, please can you prioritize feeding them, please, just to make them not hate us so much. Okay, what's the beauty like in here now? Yeah, still very bad. Lucky that gave a little bit. I mean, we do have a lot of cheese here. Don't get me wrong. Just not the cheese I wanted to use. Yeah, we have like massive cheese aisles here. Oh, no, beauty. Yeah, she's not getting any sort of like American cheeses or anything like that around here. Not unless you buy it online or go to a special cheese place. Okay, Crystal is very unhappy. Let's finish your work. Go to bed. I want everyone to be on good spirits for tomorrow when the squirrels attack. Can you go to bed, Crystal, or not? Okay, you want to eat first. That's fair. You can have a little bit of food. And then we can eventually get Pitts moved to the proper hospital rather than sleeping in our battery storage room. Because they are miserable in here. Look very unhappy. Also learning deprived. I'm not sure how I can help you with that now. Can I build like a way of teaching you when you're in here? I'm not too sure if I can teach you when you're in bed. What would it be under? Don't really know. I know the children follow you around and they do learn from you, but since they can't walk, they can't really do that. Okay, so let's speed through time. Just wait till morning. Let's get these squirrels to attack us shortly. We have 10 hours until they come. Hopefully they come from this direction. That'd be the best thing if they do. Because they can come through our traps. We don't have any traps down here yet, so I hope they don't come from the south. And up here, we don't really have good defenses up here. We do have spikes, but we don't have anywhere to really defend from. So I hope they don't come up here. They need to come this way. Okay. Darcy is no longer inspired. Okay, that's fine. Again, we're very low on food. Luckily, 5 squirrels are coming our way, so we can eat them if we survive this. Nogfa, as you're there, can you clean the animal filth out of our kitchen, please? I don't want animal filth right where we're cooking our food. Thank you very much. Yeah, other wildlife will fight each other. Yeah. Because when I first started this save, this game, there was a panther that was killing all the other animals, which meant I didn't really have any meat to hunt. Panthers are all dead now, but it did scare away some of the smaller animals. And if you're in like a snow biome, you might also get like polar bears and stuff, which are very vicious. They can hunt you down. Okay, what's the time? Quests. Okay, we've got a couple of hours. Let's get ready for this. But they're man-hunting squirrels, these are, so these are going to come right for us rather than the other animals. And the other animals we have aren't going to attack them because they're quite docile ones, like the elephants. They're not going to attack them unless they get attacked. Okay, maybe quickly build a couple of traps around here first, actually, just because we don't have any around here. Just make them wooden traps for now, and we can... Where is it under? We can change that in the future. So... Okay, please, everyone, can you get on trap duty? Duty means just delivering wood. We need everyone to be building traps. No, everyone building traps. I'd do it right now. Okay, thank you. Okay, everyone's hauling wood. That's good. Get these traps all built. This is a bit of extra protection for us. In case they do come from this way. Oh, maybe a few higher up as well. Just across here. And one more here. That'll be enough. Because because there's 5 of them. My sniper or my rifle person can't shoot them all from a distance. So they're definitely going to get close to us. We've just got to hope our team can take them down very quickly before they get right on them. Dun, dun. Okay, good. Amy, are you building? Yeah, you are. Thank you. Please haul this. Please haul this. Please haul... Okay, you're both doing that. That's good. Darcy's building that one. Build that one next. No, don't eat. Come on. Get working. Luckily, we have loads of wood. So we're okay with this. We have a minor break risk. I hope they don't go crazy just yet, because we don't want them to go crazy until after our battle. If they lose it just before our battle, that's going to suck. Okay, Nugfer, you're doing that. Okay, Crystal, can you please bring wood back here? No, don't have food yet, Amy. Come on. Don't feed pits. They can wait for now. Yeah, everyone is very unhappy at the moment, so we got to hope that they stay okay. Why are you hauling wood to the shelf for, Darcy? Can you not just prioritize working on this? And you, Amy. Very good. And then build this one, and then this one. Darcy, build that one. That one. That one. Okay, we've got 1 hour. So we haven't got a lot of time. We're nearly done. Amy, please. Okay, you're getting wood. Okay, that's fine. We might not have time for you to get that, but no, Darcy, please just build this one. Luckily, we've got quite a few up, so there should be enough. Hopefully. And they might not even come from this direction, but hopefully they either come from here or here. Okay, Darcy, can you build this one? Okay, Amy doesn't really carry much wood, does she? Only 18. Okay, Nogfer, can you please carry more wood back to here, please? Ah, here we go. Ignore that. So we have a pack of man-hunting squirrels, driven insane by the disease known as Scaria. They will roam the region hunting for humanoid flesh. Okay, they're on the good side. Okay, that's fine. Well, maybe they might come here, which I didn't want them to. But everyone get in battle stations. Come here. Darcy, come here. Cristobal, here. Amy, here. And then Nogfer, you're just going to be like on backup duty. Where are they? I've lost them already. I have lost them. Okay. Wildlife? Ah, okay, they're right here. Okay, they're right, ready to attack. Okay, they're in range. Start shooting. Okay, we've got to be very careful here. Okay, 1's down, 2's down. 3's down. Okay, all down. That was pretty easy. Luckily, the last one got in our spike trap. So now we have loads of food. Everyone undrafted. Bring this food in right away. Because we need it. Celeste, get this one. And that one. Okay, pod arrived. Why did the pod arrive? Oh yeah, we got some advanced components for doing that quest. That's good. So we don't need that just now. We can maybe sell it. Or just keep it until we do need it. Okay, how much meat does each squirrel have? Only 27. So, not a lot. But at least we got some meat and some components from it. So not too bad. And it wasn't really a risk for us. We did that pretty well. Luckily, Dassie has a good chain shotgun, so she was able to make quick meat of those. Okay, can the last person... Can you go get this, please? And Dassie... Oh, you're very upset, aren't you? Yeah, all eat your food. Make sure you all eat. I don't want you upset because you're hungry. Ah, look, they actually got some potatoes there. They weren't fully grown, but luckily they didn't go to waste. We're getting some food from it. Ba-dum, 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 bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Okay, Pitts is very upset. We need to get him in this hospital like ASAP. Maybe I can move them in here for now. To make them not so miserable. How do I get you out of bed? Okay, let's build a quick sleeping spot here for medicine. Bring... How do you bring... Can I make it for colonists? Make it 4 pits. Okay, move pits. You can't carry them. Why can I not carry them? There we go. Dassie, please carry Pitts, who's now on the floor, to the bed. Actually, no, sorry. Move this bed first. Prioritize that. Don't need that anymore. Deconstruct. Poor Pitts is lying on the floor, waiting for her bed to be placed again. Wriggling around in pain because she's currently paralyzed. And now Dassie's going to just relax. She's going to forget about Pitts that she left on the floor. Okay, go get them, please. Don't leave them rolling around. Hopefully this will be a bit of a better area for Pitts to be in rather than this cold, damp room full of batteries. So she will be a bit happier in here. There we go. In 31 days, she will be better. We are hoping. Might be ready quicker than that. We're not too sure how long it will take. But 31 days is the maximum amount of time. I could use my good medicine on them, but it did say they needed a lot of this medicine. So I don't think one will be enough, unfortunately. I don't really want to waste it on a child we barely know. As cruel as that sounds. Ba-dum. Okay, Amy, can you... you can do the spike traps if you want. I'd rather you build a wall though first. The spike traps aren't really needed that much. Yeah, the gambling tables, they do boost morale because they have a bit more recreational activities to do. So currently I have a poker table, a pool table, and a chess table. And also a game of horseshoe that they can throw. So that's their only recreation at the moment. There is more recreation you can get for them, but that's all I can do at the moment. I'm hoping I can get some musical instruments soon so they can play. But the good thing about these is it satisfies their recreation, and also they can do social activities as well. They will chat while playing poker, which will make them happier as well, if they're sociable. But nearly half of our colony aren't really sociable, so it doesn't really work for them that well. Okay, now she is stargazing, Amy. She's having a little wander. I guess she's just stargazing there. Yeah, they don't really play poker that much. And when I have seen them play poker, they play it by themselves. So, can't be that fun. Okay. Got an advanced component now. I don't have any use for this at the moment, but it's good to have. Oh, tattered apparel. What's tattered apparel about them? I don't know the answer to that, Grief. Someone was in chat recently. I can't remember the name of them. I can't remember if it was Elusive Bacon or not, if it was someone else. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was someone called Doge. They had I think, 100 colony base, I think. I'm not too sure if that was with mods or not. Let's have a quick Google. RimWorld, how big can your colony be? RimWorld, max colony size. Okay. I think it's around 20, but you can have multiple bases going at once in different tiles, which you can quickly skip back and forth between. In the game, you can change the settings. I mean, the game is only designed for one, but you can change the gameplay to have more colony sizes, up to 5. So I guess you could have 20 per tile if you wanted to. So if I wanted to increase this number to like 2 colonies, what I could do is, if I go to the world map, I can. This is where we are, and these are all the raiders and everything. We could send somebody out to this tile, for example, and set up another base here that we could manage just the exact same way we do here, and have both going at the same time. I haven't really done that before. But I do know if you have all 5 going at once, it can get a little bit laggy. Okay, it is nighttime. Let's skip. Okay, Crystal is awake already. A very early bird. Unfortunately, that will annoy Pits a little bit. Luckily, their mood has improved vastly since we moved them. I think you have to manually do the trade routes, I believe. I haven't really done too much about that. I do know you can buy, like, stuff from other people. Like, if I buy from here, I can see what they can buy. Then I can go there and trade with them. What you can do is you can set up like large caravans of like big cows that can like pack animals that you can travel with, and you can start traveling the map, trading with people and doing quests. Like there will be certain quests to like go to like a certain location and rescue someone if someone asks for help. But there is an end game for this. The whole idea for this story mode I'm currently on. There are different stories you can do, but for this story, it's to get to the escape ship and try and get out. The escape ship is somewhere on this. I don't remember where it is. Down here. So the escape ship is here. This is our objective, to get to this place. So far, I've done nothing to try and get there, but that is the plan. As you can see, I'm very far away from it. I'll have to go all the way around here and all the way down. Once I get to the escape pod, I think you have to like defend it for a while from like massive amount of enemies. So I haven't done that just yet. But the idea of the game is you just slowly move and build up a base here. Like I would move everyone here, build a base here, then move here, build a base here, and eventually move here, and then try and get out. That is what you're supposed to be doing. I'm not doing that. I'm just trying to survive here. But I will eventually try and get out of this RimWorld and back into space again. Okay, play. Luckily our dog is now hauling stuff to our location that we want him to do, which is good. Hopefully Amy will be up soon. Okay, Christopher is making food. We very much need that, which is great. Did we leave any food out here? No, we didn't. I think Celeste should go hunting. Where did that rhino go? There's 2 down here. I don't really want to attack from there, though. I mean, I could. I wonder if my gun will reach from this bunker. If I could kill both those rhinos, that's a lot of meat. Yeah, 840 meat if we kill both of them. It's a risk. We might get injured, but I think it's a good risk. I think it's a good gamble. Our crops are... Some of them are nearly halfway, some are only a quarter. So not too long we'll have potatoes. Luckily these ones are nearly grown that we were going to cut down anyway. Oh, the rice is already. Okay, that's good. We really need to harvest this. So, Celeste and Cristobal, you need to harvest this food. Okay, start harvesting. We really much need all that rice. Okay, Pitts has 31 days now. He's hungry, so can Amy please feed Pitts when you're done? They do have ratty apparel, so what's wrong with their clothing? Yeah, it's pretty bad. I don't think I have any kids' clothing, though. Damn, I didn't realize you would have different clothing. I could make them some clothing. Okay, kids' shirt, kids' parka, kids' pants. Okay, make one of them. And make some pants. Who does this? Okay, you can do that. Nugfer, please go make some clothing for Pitts because they're currently in very tattered clothing. And they're quite unhappy about that. Okay, Cristobal is cooking. I wanted you to prioritize this. Please do some of this. Oh no, don't worry about... we'll leave it actually, yeah. We'll cancel this for now and we'll do just these ones. Not assigned to plant... Oh, it's Cristobal. Wrong person. Okay, cut all this. Great. We need all this food as quickly as possible. They can have a nice chat as well while they're doing the farming. Dassie is halfway through researching plate armor. And Nugfer has 6 days until they depart. I kind of want them to stay though. Maybe you can try and convert Nugfer. Okay, it didn't work. They're quite upset by that, but their certainty did fall. Is there a way I can set it so they should always be converted? I can't see. Maybe we can try romancing them. No, they have a low opinion of both. Dassie has a low opinion on both the men in our group. So does Amy. 10% chance. That's not a good chance. We can't let Celeste try romance Nugfur. I was hoping if Nugfur has a girlfriend here, he won't leave, but we'll have to see. Okay, Amy's getting on with the prison. Can you please prioritize these ones, actually? Just to get the final outdoor rooms, outdoor walls done. Are there maybe these ones? Okay, good. Okay, everyone's kind of happy-ish. They're not too bad. Where's Cristobal? Oh yeah, he's making food at the moment. He's cooking some dinner for everybody. Is it still frozen? All this stuff? Yeah, yeah, it's still frozen. That's good. The freezer still works. Oh, damn. Somebody who left a bloody rotting corpse out here. Oh, damn, we lost 2 squirrels. Somebody didn't put them in the freezer and now they're rotten. Damn. That is very annoying. Okay, Dassie, please can you burn them? That was a waste of 40 meat right there. Because someone was too lazy to put them in the freezer. Okay, please burn their body. Or burn the apparel, that's fine. I'd rather you weren't doing that right now. Okay, suspend that for now. No, please stop what you're doing. And it doesn't class as a corpse. Why is it not classed as a corpse? Missing corpse. Can you not burn squirrels? Maybe you can't. Maybe, yeah, maybe you can't. Let's have a look. We can Google that. RimWorld, can you burn squirrels? Can cremate squirrels. Unless the animal boxer checks, they won't cremate them. Okay, that's fair enough. So how do I enable... there we go. I know what rotting corpses though, not all corpses. How do I set it so it's only animal? There we go. Allow... okay, do it for now. Quickly burn those 2 right in front of you, and then we'll turn that off. Nice, good job. Burn 1. Burn the other, and then we'll turn this bill off for cremation of animals. Oh, we have a heat wave. That is not good. Okay, so details, allow animals, no. There we go. And also, can you please turn this off, Dassie, before you go? Have we got enough cold air, cold wood? Sort these out, Dassie. Can you please put stuff in the passive coolers? We need more passive coolers because it's going to get very hot. Don't know how long it's going to last for. So put down a passive cooler in each room. Please get those built. Oh, we need one for Nugfur as well. Passive cooler. It's going to get very hot in here. So, lots of passive coolers. Get that done. Hello, Scrub. How are you? Good to see you here. You're watching me play a little bit of RimWorld, where we're trying to make our colony survive. It is going okay so far. We've had no deaths of our colonists. We have had 2 deaths of visitors that were joining us for a slight little bit, but we don't really care that they died. One did turn on us, and they stood on a spike trap. The other one was killed by a rhino. So we're not too sad about that. As long as our colonists don't die, we're okay. If you would like a colonist named after you, just let me know and I will name one after you. But you don't get to know about them though. You have to just pick one randomly. But we do have a couple of psychopaths in our group. Okay. It's getting 37 degrees outside. We really need to get those passive coolers built quickly. Is Dassy still doing that? No, she's not. Please build these very quickly. I did tell you to do that and you've stopped doing it. Get it done. Luckily, the passive coolers are keeping it cool enough in here. Can you also fuel that one up as well? Fuel them all up, actually. They're all very low. That one's okay. Get that one done. Psychopaths do make everything interesting. We did have a cannibal called Pitts right here. They are currently paralyzed, but only for 30 days. They will recover from it. They're a child and they were a cannibal. Luckily, we managed to convert them to not be a cannibal. So, once they get better in 30 days, they should be a good little slave child for us. We can make them do some cleaning. Because that's all they can really do, because they have no skills. But being a child, they will learn pretty quickly and get good at things pretty quickly. So we could probably make them be like a good melee person. That is the plan. We are researching plate armor. So we can get people in massive armor suits. Send them into war with a sword and hopefully they can win any battle. As you can see, this was our base here. We are starting to expand it here. This will eventually all be indoors. It's going to be our hospital here, our prison here, and our armory here. This will be sleeping quarters. Our farm is here. And we have a couple of defense points. We have a massive bunker here, surrounded by spike traps. There's some marshlands here, which will slow people down. We have another bunker down here. And another one up here, which I want to rebuild. This is an old bunker that is kind of outdated now and not very useful. We are dealing with a heat wave. Currently 43 degrees and it's only going to get hotter. I don't know how long it's going to last. That kid go. We're not having any dead colonists. We're gonna save our colonists. No one's dying. I hope they don't turn back to a cannibal though, because they very much did want human meat. I'm hoping now I converted them, they stay converted. If they come back to a cannibal again, we gotta send them out of our base. They can't be part of our team. Let's check. Are they still? Yeah, they're still part of our group. They're not cannibals. Whereas they were part of, I think this. Yeah, there were theo-cannibalism before, which meant they were massive cannibals. Okay. I'm trying to build some sterile tiles right here for the hospital, but they're very expensive. We didn't have enough silver to be able to finish them. Oh, thank you very much, Guidessa. That's how I pronounce that. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. I noticed that alert sound was very quiet. I don't know if that was quiet on stream or not. Let me see if I turn that volume up. It might have just been my volume that was quiet on. People just I feel really bad because I get everyone's names wrong all the time. I could do that, Scrub. I definitely could do that. Have you ever played much of this game, Scrub? Or at all? Yeah, I do feel bad. As soon as there is a name on screen, I can't say it. Especially if it's multiple words put together in one without any spaces. I can never read the words properly. Luckily, old Willow Scrub capitalized each word, so it makes it a little easier. And I know you anyway, but when it's all lowercase, I just can't read it. I don't know who Germa is, unfortunately. I'm not very up to date with internet personalities, if that's what they are. I don't follow streamers. I don't follow YouTubers. Unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't really grow up with YouTube because I'm a bit too old for that. So I never really got into that kind of scene. If we wanted to, we could harvest pits for their organs. We're not going to, but we could do. Look, if we wanted to, we could harvest their heart, their left lung, their right lung, their kidneys, their liver. We can also cut their tongue out if we wanted to. Install some peg legs. So this game is pretty brutal. You can have slaves, you can harvest their organs. I follow... You say that, when I was in school, back in like 04, I used to listen to a lot of internet radio, and yeah, I did. There was this radio station that was online called, I think it was Friends or Enemies Radio. Used to play like really good like alternative rock music. And yeah, I used to request songs all the time through their Twitter feed and stuff. It was such a good music channel. Used to come home every single night and listen to it for new bands that were coming out. I think they're gone now. Let's have a look. Alternative... No, Friends or Enemies Radio, I think they were called. Friends or Enemies Radio. Let's have a look. Do they exist? Let's have a look. I don't think so. They last tweeted in 2011, so I think they've been long gone. But they were such a good radio station. Yep, their website is no more. Do they still have it registered? When did this domain... When was it last used? I don't know. But yeah, they've been gone for over 10 years, it looks like. But yeah, they were one of my favourite radio stations. I got all my good music from them. All my emo-y music. Okay, let's... You play RimWorld a lot? I haven't played it a lot. I mean, I played it for 100 hours now, I think. I think I've just made 100 hours now. 97 hours. I think that's a lot, but when you think about how much you need to learn in RimWorld, it's not really a lot. Like, I barely know anything about this game. I've never completed it. I've never got very far in it. Like, this is probably the furthest I've ever got. But I do like playing on Iron Man mode, or whatever it's called on this. Yeah, what is it called on this? The no saving thing. I don't know where you see that. No, I don't know. But it just means I can't... If I die, I can't load a save. So I could easily lose everybody very easily. And that's very dangerous. And I'm always constantly worried about that. Whenever I try and hunt down a rhino, that could be it. I could lose and die. And the stream will be over right there. Okay, we need to finish off this wall very quickly. So, Amy should be awake shortly. I'm hoping people don't get heat stroke by being outside. I play with no mods yet. I've got the 3 DLCs or expansion packs, but I don't really know much about them. The only expansion pack I've really dealt with is the ideology one. The other 2 I haven't really gone that into. Like, I've done no biotech or whatsoever. But yeah, I kind of want this to be a non-modded stream just because I don't really know RimWorld as a base game, let alone with mods. It makes it a bit more confusing. Bum 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 bum. Okay, we got some potatoes that are 51% grown, 60% grown. Our rice needs to be harvested, so can Celeste... I do want to kill this rhino. I might do it. This is going to be a risky. Luckily... Yeah, that is right. Yeah, I do like... It's kind of like Dwarf Fortress, really, in that respect. So you just, you see how far you can go until everyone dies. And then just start again with the knowledge you've learned. But, I am also kind of trying to set a story for this group. Like, hang on. Let me go to it. I've got a little document that I've been working on. I haven't finished it. Hang on, where is it? 2 seconds. This little document I've been working on. Right there. It's just going to have a little bit of what happened in the game. Like, I haven't written anything here just yet, but I'm going to write down all the cool events that happened in these days. Like, day 0 to 50, this thing happened. Day 50 to 100, this thing happened. I'm going to write all my colonists and what happens to them if they survive or die. I'm also going to write notable people. People that just joined our group for a little bit but didn't stay. And also what happened to them. So, as you can see in this stream so far, we had 2 guests, Preston and Freya. Unfortunately, Preston was killed by a rhino, and that turned Freya into a rage. She was very unhappy, and she turned on us instantly. But then she stepped right on this trap, and she died. They were both dead in an instant. So, that is what the plan is, to kind of tell a story a little bit. Yeah, you can tell a story. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, Dwarf Fortress is a game I bought because I really wanted to kind of support the developers who've been working on that for like 15 years, but I have barely played it. How long have I got in the game? Hang on, Dwarf Fortress. 67 minutes is all I've got in that game, and I bought it when it first came out on Steam. I know I'm going to love it, but unfortunately I haven't had time to play it. Okay, Amy's building these walls, these floors. They take a very long time to build, unfortunately. I don't have enough resources to finish them, because I need silver and steel, and I don't have any more silver. And the only way I can get silver is if I trade with someone. Yeah, in the scorching desert, everyone nestled in the trade. Spirit of ground. That's good RP. That's very long. Hang on. One fateful day, a group of raider thugs known for their pillaging ways set their sights on Gertrude's colony. Unbeknownst to them, they were about to witness an unexpected counter. As the raiders approached, their weapons brandished, ready to strike fear to the hearts of the settlers, they were greeted by an unlikely sight. There stood Gertrude, her back hunched and her wooden sandal held high in the trembling hand, with a voice that carried the weight of decades of wisdom. That's a lot of text there, guys. Hang on. I'm just going to quickly read that fast in my head. Yeah, I'm just going to wait until you've finished all that, then I'm going to quickly go through it. Hang on. I'm not ignoring it. I will read it in a second. Every time I try and read it, the chat jumps up and I can't see it anymore. Okay. So Amy is feeding Pitts, luckily. He's actually a lot happier now. We've moved him from the battery room. He is happier. Who would have known that people don't like being in a battery room? Oh, All this rice is nearly done as well. Okay, we're going to have a lot of rice soon. Okay, Celeste, we need you to come down here and hunt this. Let me know when you finish with the story guides, and I will read it. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, hunt. This is going to be very close though. So what we're going to do is shoot this. Okay, you finished it. Hang on. Let me have a quick read of this. I'll be quick. I'm not going to read it out, but I'm going to read it in my head. I'll be very quick. So did you write that, or was that you said it was from a friend? Did your friend write that, or did you write that? Very nice writing. Great story. That's kind of what I want to do, right? I want to start writing stuff like that. Not in as much detail, because it would be too long of a document if I was to do that, but I want to write like good little stories like that for notable events that happen. Oh, very nice shot. That was in the horn. Okay, not a great shot. They're not going to bleed out from... Oh, shit. Get inside, quickly. They're both turning on us. Get in. I didn't expect them both to turn on us, right? Like that. Okay. Come out here. Get everyone action stations. Everyone action stations. This is bad. I thought only one would attack us, not both of them. Unfortunately, both attacked us. They're both maddened by because Celeste shot the horn off one of them. So everyone needs to get ready. Come out here. Everyone get ready. Not really you, Nugfer. You can't really help in this situation. Oh, they've been injured by our traps. They are going to try and knock this door down, maybe. I don't really know if they will or not. Are they going to knock the door down? No, they're not. Oh, one more's been injured in the trap. That is very good. They have been very much injured. They would die in 14 hours. But this one is in no immediate danger. Okay, what we want to do is maybe bring Celeste and Amy down here. Unfortunately, Amy only has a revolver. Not a great weapon. Okay, no, maybe we shouldn't bring them down here. Hopefully they will stand in other spikes. Luckily, that one will die. That's a good story there. You should definitely write more of those. Maybe write like a massive Google Doc full of them. That's the good thing about this game, is you can make such good stories from it. Okay, major break risk. Who has a major break risk? Okay, Nugfer, please maybe spend some time indoors, Nugfer. I don't really want you out here anymore. So, Nugfer, house only. Stay indoors. Get out the mines. Be happier. Okay. 14 hours, that rhino will be killed. I wonder if I could send... no, unfortunately I don't have any way of shooting them. I kind of want to send Celeste out here, but I think they will catch up with me too quickly. Maybe they will walk on the spikes over here by themselves if I just wait it out. I might be able to get them to come our direction. If I stand a bit closer, they might be able to smell me out and run this way. I don't know if they will or not. This is very risky. Since if they do start attacking, they will be very fast. What I want is Celeste and Amy here. So if they do start to try and turn on us, these two can come out and start shooting. Okay, are they going to see me? Okay, come see me, quickly. I'm down here waiting for you. Come on. Unfortunately, they don't see me. No, they're not going to see me. Okay, I think it's a bit too risky if I go closer, though. I'm really worried they're going to just turn around and chase me, and I can't get back in time. Okay, no, come back this way. Come back in the base. It is way too risky being out there. You definitely can't survive if you get closer than that. Okay, so what we're doing for now, we're going to say no to going outside. So let me change the home area. Actually, no, let's just say no going through this door. No, wrong one. No here, no here. Get back to your work. We're just going to hopefully they leave. Luckily, one's going to be dead in 17 hours anyway. And we'll also, once you're in, we'll lock these doors as well. So no going out that door. No going out this door. This door. And when you're in, no going out this door. We are going to be in the base and we're going to stay in here. And you're going to like it, okay? Do you do lots of writing, guide? Because you should definitely do more of that if you do. Unfortunately, I can't really read too much of your stories here because it takes me too long to read, and unfortunately I kind of have to keep playing. Okay, is everyone still drafted? Yeah, undraft. I mean, if you've got those stories written down like in a shareable document, I would love if you put it in the chat so I can read after stream. If you have them in a shareable document, that is. Clean this house. Okay, where did the other rhino go? Okay, the other one's over here. Is this the one that's injured? Yes. This one isn't that in... Oh, no, this one's injured as well. 9 hours. 9 hours. Okay, so this one should be dead soon as well. That's good. So they're going to bleed out. Oh, shit, our dog's here. Dog, get inside. How do I set my dog indoors? Manage area. House only. Get indoors. Oh, shit, they're coming after us, I think. Oh, no, they're not. I thought they were coming after my dog. Luckily, they're not. They're okay. God, if my dog just charged at that rhino, I'd have been very upset. Get inside, dog. I forgot to lock this door. That's why. Okay, when he gets in, I'm locking the door. Get in. No outside. You're not going out. Okay, you're free to reign out here now. Anywhere in the base you can. But don't go out those doors. Okay, social health. 15 hours, 8 hours. Okay. Luckily the spike traps did their job. I'm glad we built those. Okay. Oh, they want to perform a low-power test on one of her ships. Attack. Just allow Ash. Okay, we don't want Ash. No, we definitely don't want this. Say no to that. We don't want them to... Yeah, I definitely want sentries. I don't know where that is, though. Yeah, we're pretty far off that. We need to get machining first. Which I did want to do, but I wanted to get plate armor first. And then I was going to go machining. Because I also wanted flak armor and mortars. So this is definitely the research path I want to go. But I'm just kind of slowly getting there. But yeah, sentries are a must in this game. You have to have them. Yeah, plate armor I know is not great because it's very slow, but I wanted my melee person just to have something, just quickly. It was kind of a stopgap between flak armor. Especially because it's quite quick to research as well. Whereas if I was going to go for flak armor, it'd take quite a long time since I need machining first. Okay. Everyone's doing okay. Oh, was one passed out? Yeah, one is unconscious. That is good. They will bleed out in 6 hours. Yeah, that's why I don't play with mods. That's why I want to learn the base game first before I deal with mods. Because if I played mods, I wouldn't know what was base game and what was the mods doing things. So I kind of want to learn the game properly before I start doing that. And I am starting to learn it a bit more in my 100 hours of gameplay. Okay, everyone's kind of asleep, so I might as well skip time. Pitts isn't asleep, but she can't move anyway, so we'll just skip time. I do want to do mods eventually. Maybe what I'm going to do is maybe play a game off stream that has mods and keep to this one which is unmodded. Nugfa, clean your room before you cook, please. I don't want food poisoning like last time. Thank you. When I get enough money, enough silver, I need to start building a better kitchen with sterile tiles. But unfortunately, I can't afford that just yet. I also want to make my kitchen and storage area a bit bigger. It's quite small at the moment. I want to put the butcher table in a separate room to the kitchen, just to stop the spread of blood. Okay. Is Christabel still... So is Nugfa still locked in just to the house? Yeah, he is. Okay, I'm restricted. Okay, they're both unconscious. Both unconscious. Okay, out. We can go outside now. Open all doors. Can I do them all at once? I can. What we're going to do is now we're going to go kill these. And get them. Okay, Amy. Sorry, Celeste. Come out here. And do a little bit of target practice at them. Just to improve your skills a little bit. Vanilla expanded. That sounds good. I might look into that one. Thank you. Let me write that down quickly. I'm just going to copy your entire message. Hang on. Paste. I'll look into that after I finish streaming, so that might be pretty handy. But I definitely want to add to the game rather than changing it massively. Thank you for the... Thank you for sharing that. Oh, I've still got time paused. Okay. Come on, come down here, quickly. You need to improve your shooting a little bit. And you can learn on these people who aren't moving. You're such a bad shot though, Celeste. You probably will miss 99% of these shots. Even from a non-moving target. Oh, no, stay in here. Oh, thank you, as Chaos Kid. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I am going to... Can I not shoot them? Okay, I guess I can do this. No? Oh, it's dead. It's already dead. Okay, let's shoot the other one. Yeah, that's the problem when you start playing with mods, is then you can't not play with mods anymore. And I know once I start, I won't be able to stop. Okay, luckily you got one good shot. 2 good shots. You're getting better at shooting, Celeste. 3 in a row. You're doing great. And you missed that one. Not too bad, though. You'll be dead in 1 hour. Yeah, unless you shoot it to death, it's going to bleed out very quickly. And luckily, that's 2 loads of meat we get. Which I think was that 600 meat, was it? Yeah, just over 500. Okay. Yeah, I do know the mod scene in this game is crazy. I looked on the Steam Workshop and there's tons of mods. So I can imagine I'm going to spend a lot of time trawling through that. Yeah, that was the thing, Chaos Kid. That's why I didn't want to do it. I do have 100 hours in the game now, so I feel like I kind of know it a bit more. But I'm still not really familiar with quite a lot of the game features. Like, I've never done a caravan. I've never tried going for the landed ship that my quest is for. And I've never got very far in the research tree either. I've kind of stayed quite basic. I mean, I haven't really done too much of the ideology stuff, so I haven't really seen it's lacking, but maybe when I know more about it, I would see that it's lacking. Yeah, I will eventually start doing caravan stuff. I do need to do that. Okay, you killed both of them. Okay, undraft, and please bring these back. Bring them back and we can feast. I do like the idea of their expansion packs, though. I do like that the developers are adding in those features in expansion packs. I think it adds so much more to the game. Maybe not enough that people are happy with it, but I'm really happy if they just keep releasing like an expansion pack every year. Oh, don't put it there. Delete that. Oh, that's why they put the squirrels there, because I had a bloody zone for it, didn't I? Oh, what a fool I am. I lost 2 squirrels because they left them out here and I wanted them for the meat. That's because I left a bloody zone for them. See, biotech I haven't really done. I have it, but I haven't really gone into it yet. Okay, please haul that one. And Cristobal. Okay, you're already doing that. Thank you very much. That's what I like as well. I love the Sims element to it, where you're just like, you're dealing with the colonists and you're giving them little stories and you're making them happy and sad. That's why when everyone asks what this game is, I just kind of say Dwarf Fortress mixed with The Sims. It's kind of the only thing I can really compare it to. Yeah, but I've never done into the I've never gone into the biotech children stuff yet. I've never got a colony that is that big, really. So maybe this stream, not this stream, but this playthrough, we might be able to get to children and have some schools and actually have a good base. Ah, is Waffles Chaos Kid then? Is that Waffles? They didn't tell me that. Were you trying to trick me, Waffles, into not saying that was you? Hello if it is. I don't really want to do Mechanoids just yet. I kind of want to just learn it a bit at a time. I'm too scared to do anything wrong. Crusader Kings. That's a game I have, but is very complicated. Every time I've tried playing, I kind of go for the tutorial and then not know what to do after that and kind of get a bit confused. But I was going to play the Crusader Kings Elder Scrolls expansion thing they did, like mod, which looked really good. I think it was called like, what was it called? Hang on. Crusader Kings Elder Scrolls. Yeah, Elder Kings 2. That was it. Let me put this in chat. that's what I was going to play because I very much like Elder Scrolls stuff. And I was hoping it'll make me learn Crusader Kings a bit easier if it's with something I'm familiar with. Yeah, thanks for suggestions. Yeah, I don't mind suggesting. I might not follow the suggestions, but I don't mind having suggestions. Okay, we do want to clean up all this blood. I mean, look at this massacre that's happened right here. It's very bad. I don't think I played any of the others apart from 3. Ah, giant blinking. I saw something blinking. This thing. This thing. I saw this. Hang on, I'm nearly out of cold brew. Hang on. I've got to get some more in a second. Because I'm addicted to coffee, but with this temperature in the UK right now, I can't really drink coffee in my flat because it gets very hot. So I made my own cold brew for the first time, and it's delicious. I'll actually be back in 2 seconds. I'm going to go get some more. Bear with me 2 seconds. Let me pause this. I'll be right back. I'm back. Got some more cold brew. Look at that. Homemade. I packed it with too many ice cubes, so I can't drink it properly. Unfortunately, whenever I try buying cold brew in the shops, it's always got cream in it or milk, and I don't really like coffee with milk in it. So I had to make my own. Okay, so that's it. If you destroy it, you can get the first... Okay, so I've got to destroy it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I will probably do that on an offline game. I do have another game going on offline as well. So, yeah, I might try it in that first. So I kind of know what I'm getting into first. Yeah, I'm really scared to do anything in this game. I'm trying to be as, like, defensive as I can in this. Because I'm really worried that, I'm going to lose everybody. Oh, it's very hot in here. I'm glad I got this to cool me down. Ah, refreshing. You are not well. You don't give me confidence by saying well. Okay, we got a lot of blood in here. Can Nogfer, can you please clear up the kitchen a little bit? Oh, we've got heat stroke. Everyone's got heat stroke. I kind of might send everyone inside just for the time being. House only. Including our little doggy. Get inside. Sorry, house only. I think I gave the wrong one. Where was it? Yeah, house only. Get indoors. Stay out that heat. It's 53 degrees outside. Feels like the bloody UK right now. Okay, we got... I do want to build coolers, but I'm going to be changing this entire structure shortly. So I think I'm going to leave that for now. Because I'm going to be moving everyone down here soon. So I don't want to start building proper AC units. I'm just going to leave the passive coolers. It is hot. I mean, not hot for most people probably, but for us Brits, pretty hot. Especially because our houses here are designed to trap in heat because we're used to having cold. So it gets very hot in places. Like our housing just keeps in all the heat. Because in the winter in my house, I don't even have to have any heating on. It traps in enough heat for just the winter. You're walking back from the shops. Get anything good? What did you buy? Okay, do some cleaning, please. Uh... 22 is cold. Yeah, that's pretty hot for us. Hang on, what's... Yeah, it's been 26 today, max, Celsius. But yeah, we don't really have any sort of air conditioning in our country. It's very rare you'll find air conditioning. In housing anyway. And our housing, all our windows and all our walls are designed to keep in all the heat they can. Like we have double glazing, we have so much insulation in the walls to keep in that heat. And if we were to have AC, we can't really afford it here because our electricity is so expensive. So if we can't afford to run air conditioning. Lucozade Sports. I don't remember the last time I drank Lucozade. Must have been like 15 years ago. Eclairs. Okay, by eclairs, do you mean the cream pastry or the little sweets? There's no wrong answer. They're both amazing, but... Okay. We really need to finish this off. But I locked everyone indoors, so I can't. We're very low on medicine. That sucks. We need really to get to grow heal root. What do we need to grow heal root? Was it like level 8 or something? Yeah, minimum skill 8. I don't think we can do that. No. And... no. Ah, sweets. Yeah, I love chocolate eclairs. They're so good. I'm always worried about breaking my teeth on them, though. That's always my worry. Yeah, we can't grow heal root. We don't have anyone who can do that. But that will be something we can do eventually. Okay, what's the temperature in here? 21. Okay, it's kind of okay. Yeah, they're okay. They're not too hot in here, which is good. I bought some of these from Sainsbury's. I bought some of these Thornton little brownie bites because they were getting rid of them because they were expiring that day. They were very small. They were like this big. They were tiny, right? And there was about 8 in a pack. They were originally like £3.60, right? Which is ridiculous. I'm not paying £3.60 for small little brownies. But they were on offer for 60p. I ate them all in one sitting. Does our food suck? I don't think it does. I mean, if you... Historically, our food sucks because we were like always going through like wars and rationing and stuff. But I mean, it kind of depends what you mean by does our food suck, because we don't really have British food because we have so many different types of food here because we colonized so many different places. I mean, like a chicken korma, Indian curry, that was British made. I think that's pretty good. A load of type of curries are British. I mean, it's a hard question. We have the roast dinner, which is the king of all dinners. But I think we have some of the best restaurants in the world as well. I think we got that going for us. I haven't been to them, but we have some of the best restaurants. I think the thing about British food sucking is because I think the elderly population kind of weren't very good at cooking because they weren't really used to, because they were from the war times. They didn't really have the stuff to cook with. Like my grandma, for example, she has no taste buds whatsoever. She would not cook with any herbs or spices at all. Do you have eggplant parmesan? We have parmesan, but I don't know about eggplant parmesan. I mean, yeah, we would have that. We don't call them eggplants, though. Because we're not dirty Americans. The aubergines to us. But, I mean, that's a dirty French word, so... It's not any better. Oh, no. Are you... Okay, no, not you. I don't mean... I mean Griefer. Griefer's American. I was saying Griefer's a dirty American, not you. Me and Grief are friends. I'm allowed to make fun of his nationality. Okay, I've got it paused like an idiot. Okay, let's speed through time a little bit. But yeah, British... Well, we don't really have British food here, unfortunately, because we have so many different other cultures. So... There's not one thing that I would say is kind of British. Like, I think like the London national dish, I believe, is jellied eels. But no one actually eats that. Nobody does. Because they look disgusting. Hang on, look. Let me, show you what the London national dish is. Hang on 1 second. If you don't want to see something disgusting, don't look. Hang on. Oh, I can't paste. Hang on. Okay, so this is the national London dish. You can't see it. I can't get you to see. Hang on. I will let you see. Hang on. This is the national dish of London, supposedly. It's a jellied eel. But nobody eats it, though, so I don't know why it's called the national dish when no one actually eats it. I mean, was it the national dish of London? It was something like that anyway. Hang on. National dish of London. I think it was. It was definitely like popular in London apparently in the 18th century. So it's still like known to be the thing that we eat, but we don't actually eat it. It's kind of like is it Sweden and their surströmming? Nobody actually eats that. But they're known for it. I've never eaten it. I never would eat it. I'm not really that adventurous with eating fish stuff. Because I've never been a massive fan of kind of fishy stuff. Ever since I was tricked into eating squid as a kid, I've always kind of hated fishy stuff. Okay. Still a heat wave outside. Let's still stay indoors. How long is it going to last for? I don't know. It's lasted 2.7 days so far. I don't know how long it's going to last for, though. But yeah, you're right, Grief, with the colonizing thing. Yeah, we did bring back all the dishes, like tikka masala, things like that were invented in the England. Because of, like, we had all the Indian spices. Yeah, everyone's just idle. Maybe I should let them outside. Just for a little bit. Okay, you can all go out if you want. Don't stay out there for too long, though, because you might start melting. Please prioritize cooking. That should be your priority, Christabel. Nogfer, you can go in here if you want and start mining. Is it hot in here? Yeah, it's pretty hot in here. I might be able to put a passive cooler in here and you could probably stay in here for a bit. If I put a door on here, it might keep the cool in a little bit more. Hang on, door, wood, door here. And we'll put a couple of coolers in here. There we go. Please, Dassie, can you prioritize building this? Amy, can you prioritize building this? And then we can have someone digging in here while it's a heat wave. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, that's so good. Okay, don't stay outside for too long, though. Yes, you're already getting a bit unhappy because you're hot. Ah, I forgot our other llama. Oh, sorry, our other alpaca had a kid. I forgot about checking on her. What should we call the second alpaca? Any ideas? They don't want to name it, they can. We currently have the dad, Jeffrey, the mum, Sandra, and little baby Tina. Now we have another little male. Okay, did we get the t-shirts for little Pits, did we? Did we actually make those? Yeah, we did. Okay. Pits needs to wear those. So can someone strip Pits, please? We're currently stripping a child right now. He doesn't seem very good that we're doing this, but that is what we're doing. We're just going to go past that and ignore it, okay? Don't watch for a second while we strip this child. Okay, Amy, please can you force them to wear... No, how do I get the kid to wear it? How can I force the kid to wear the clothing? Because if I say to force... Oh, maybe that? What if I just force wear? Does that work? Or does Amy try and put it on? Okay, waffle. Okay. The male alpaca. How do I do it? Where do you go for that again? Ah, here. The baby alpaca is... Just to let you know, Waffle, before you do name this, we will eventually be killing them. Just to let you know that. But you've accepted it now. There we go. We're going to shear them for all their wool. And then when they get old, we're going to eat them. Okay, did you not force them to wear it? No. How do I force the kid to wear the clothing? Because they're now naked. I don't know how to do this. They can't move. You're going to make it at home, are you? Okay. Have fun with that. I don't know how to force someone to wear something. Let's have a look. RimWorld. How to force a disabled person to wear clothes. Ah, you can't do that apparently. Yeah, looks like we can't force a disabled person to wear clothing. So they are now naked in the main lobby. That's not really what I wanted to happen. But that is what's happening. Oh well. They're now even more unhappy than they were now because they're currently uncovered. Oh well. Heat stroke. Dassie has heat stroke. Okay. Dassie, can you please get inside? House only. Everyone house only. Actually, Dassie, can you please... Oh. Okay. Back to unrestricted. Can Amy please build this? Maybe it might be a bit cooler in here. Turn that off. Actually, no, ignore that. It's probably making heat, but hopefully not too much. Okay, did you finish it? No, you did not. We need more wood. Dassie, can you stay indoors? Because you're a bit miserable. House only. How are you out here, Celeste? Are you okay? You're getting heat stroke. Okay, Celeste, you're going back indoors. Okay, everyone's going to go indoors except for Amy, who's going to quickly build the passive cooler in the mine. And then hopefully it'll be cool enough in there for Nugfer to actually do some mining. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Okay, we don't really want all this crap in here, do we? I might say no to marble. Okay, clear all. We just want... was it chunk? We just want limestone chunks. We don't want anything else. Get rid of all the other rubbish. Obviously not now because you can't leave, but when you can, please do that. Okay, 29 degrees. Okay, Nugfer might be able to now mine. Ah, a mad capybara. A local capybara has gone mad. It will attack everyone it sees. That's fine. You're miles away from us. Okay, Nugfer, you can go outside. And I would love it if you were to do some mining in here. I hope you won't get too hot. We will see. Okay, maybe build some more tunnels. In here. Just build some couple of rooms. I don't know what I'm going to use them for just yet, but let's just get some rooms built. Can you do that or not? Yes, go down there. Yeah, it not having Z levels is quite kind of annoying. I think Z levels would make us even more better. Add a lot more complexity to it, but yeah, Z levels will be good. Even if it was just very small amount of Z levels, like maybe like 5 either way. Nothing too crazy like Dwarf Fortress. But to have like an upstairs will be good. And even just one layer down will be good. Okay, are you too hot in here or are you okay? You're okay in here. 21 degrees, you're fine. You can get working in there. Amy, you are too hot. Get indoors. Assign? No. Schedule. Amy, house only. I still just played Dwarf Fortress. I barely put any time into it. I just know I'm going to get so invested in that game and I'll spend hours on it. I don't really have the hours to spend on it. There's just too many games I want to play, but not enough time. You got stories for that as well. You gotta put them on a Google Doc or something. I want to see them. I could do a dwarf colony on RimWorld. That is right. I haven't done any like mountaineering mining yet. I'm too worried about bug infestations. Haven't really learned how to deal with them yet. Okay, how's Pits doing? 27 days till they're better. Oh, they're very hungry. Could Amy feed them? You've got nothing else to do. You might as well feed them. There you go, abstinent and die. We're not having beer. That would suck, dying because of no beer. Luckily, none of our people are addicted to anything just yet, so we're kind of okay. I do eventually want to build like a super soldier, because I have a joy wire that I could use. I don't know what this does. It just stimulates the user's mood. Okay, it's not the one I thought. What's the brain mod that makes them forget about pain? That's the one I wanted. I want like a super soldier that doesn't feel any pain and then just goes into battle. Okay, well, our food is gonna spoil. Luckily in quite a long time. Oh, this is deteriorating very fast. Maybe we should quickly go get this stuff in. Okay, everyone is on outdoor duty. I want everyone to go grab the hay quickly. No place to store it. Okay. We could make this one for hay. I mean, this one's also for hay, isn't it? Okay, we have no room to put the hay. What we can do is quickly leave it in here. So I build more room for it. So this is for hay grass only. Please bring it in. Dassy, bring it in. Christabel, bring it in. Nugfer, bring it in. Everyone quickly go outside, bring in all that hay. And get indoors very quickly. Otherwise you're going to melt outside. Like I'm melting in my flat right now. Boom. Okay, bring it in. Nice. Hey, Dassy, where are you going? Why are you digging a limestone? Please do not dig a limestone. Get the hay. Christabel, get the hay right now. Come on, good job. Okay, Celeste, when you've done that, can you please go get the right... No, not consume. Cancel that. Please go pull the rice. Amy, haul the rice. Dassy, haul the potatoes. No place to put it. Are we out of food area? No, we're not. Why are you not putting any here? You can put the potatoes there. You're saying there's no place to put them. Yeah, I do need to research brewing. I haven't done any of that yet. I will eventually start researching ways to make people a bit happier. No empty spot accessible to store it. What are you talking about? You can put it here. Is it because it's rotten? No. What do you mean there's no spot to put it? There's a shelf. Potatoes. Yeah. I don't know why they're saying I can't. Okay, now it's saying I can. I don't know why I said I couldn't a second ago. Okay, bring them in quickly. Bring all the food in before it rots outside. Luckily, potatoes last quite a while, but they are deteriorating slowly, so we kind of want them in. Gidassi, do it now, please. Celeste, Amy, do it now. I'm telling them to consume like an idiot. Paul. Amy, don't consume. Paul. Celeste. Paul. There we go, that should be it. What are you doing, Dassie? I told you to. Paul. I don't know why they weren't storing the hay there, though. They said there was no room for it before, but I think there was. Okay, hauling that. Hauling that. You're sleeping. No, you're hauling. Unfortunately, you're not sleeping. Get out there. Wake up, Amy. Don't want you sleeping on the job. Get outside right now. So yeah, just outside of this game, just a thing I was saying about earlier, I am setting up a VOD YouTube channel where all my VODs are going to go. It's not ready yet. I'm currently exporting all the VODs I have on Twitch onto YouTube. Unfortunately, one of the RimWorld streams doesn't have any audio because I messed all the VOD track up. So there will be just a gap in one of the RimWorld streams. It will be on at youtube.com/@dan958vod is where it will be. When it's ready, I'll put a link in the socials down below, but it's not currently ready. But I kind of want a way just to export all my VODs and have them stored because Twitch only keeps them for 7 days. So I don't want to lose all that stuff. I mean, no one's probably going to watch them, but it's nice to have to refer to if I ever need to. Okay, all the food is now indoors. That's good. Okay, let's skip through time. An ambrosia sprout. I don't really want to worry about all that stuff. It's slightly addictive. Yeah, I don't really want any addictive properties in here. I don't want people to get addicted to a food they then can't get again. Okay, so Nogfer is eating his breakfast. I then would like you to do a little bit of cleaning once you've done. Just ever so slightly. Luckily it's not too messy in here. So you won't be doing cleaning for very long. Ah, the heat wave is over. Let's, everyone's already unrestricted anyway. That's good. Cristobal, I want you to get on cutting tiles. Should I say stone cutting blocks ready for our wall? Because we need to get this place finished. Can I build a roof here? Is it too like large of an area? Cannot build a roof over a palm tree. That's fine. We will get rid of all those. What we can do is cut down all the trees. There you go. All those trees need to be cut down. All these trees need to be cut down. And all these plants need to be cut down as well. Get rid of all of them. Chop it all down. We don't want it anymore. Ah, all this rice is nearly done. That's great. We've got a lot of food now. It wasn't that long ago we had no food. Ah. Royal Tribute Collector. A royal tribute collector from the Fallen Dominion is approaching. They will accept any prisoners and gold you offer as tribute. The one who gives over the tribute will receive honour for fulfilling the tradition and supporting the upper houses. You can expect a tribute collector to arrive roughly twice per year as long as you are not enemies with the Fallen Dominion. They will hang around the colony for some time before leaving. You can attack them, but this will anger their faction. There are people who have relations with clients. Okay, that's fine. So this person is the stepmother of Celeste. That's pretty good. It's good that Celeste has some family out there. We don't have any prisoners, though, to give. Unless we make Pitts our prisoner. Oh, no. Celeste is currently ill. Celeste has food poisoning. Because Cristobal doesn't keep his damn kitchen clean. I'm sorry, Celeste. You're going to be ill for a little bit. Unfortunately, you're going to have to just get around and learn to live with it. Please clear up your vomit, though. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, you can build the roof. I thought it would just collapse. Okay, cool. We do want some doorways in here, though, so we don't get locked in. Because you're nearly going to get locked in. So, structures, door. Let's build one here. One here. There we go. And also one over here. Just closer to the exit. We're going to have our... We're going to have a little armory here as well. Like, we're also going to have one down here. Just to store our weapons and armor that we can quickly get when we're going to our little bunkers to fight. A bunker here and two over here. Yeah, I can speed up the game speed. I do that through the night time when everyone's asleep. But, during the day, I like to keep it the normal speed. Okay, cutting down all the trees. That's good. Okay. Yeah, I try not to make things out of wood as much as I can, unless I want a burnable area. But I don't want this whole thing to catch fire, so this could catch fire any day now. This was our beginner base. This was the first base we made when we first got on this world. This is now going to be our better base. And I will eventually convert this into like an even better base afterwards. Upgrade it a little bit. What I want to do is research IEDs as well, to put some IEDs out here. If anyone walks through here, they're going to explode. Have some turrets here and here, shooting down at people. It's going to be a good base eventually. If I get it done. But we might die way before then. Okay, luckily Cristobal is back to making stone blocks, which is what we need. I need to start thinking about building the armory, which can be quite small. Doesn't need to be too big. Here and here. This can be where our armory is. A wooden door. I don't know where this door's going to go. Maybe here. So we got some shelves here just for our weapons and armor. That's the plan here. Just keep some here and some here. Because weapons and armor do deteriorate the more you wear them. So the plan is to keep them in storage until we need them. Therefore they will last a bit longer. Oh, Celeste is vomiting right by the main door. Please can you clean that up when you're finished? I'm sorry to make you clean up as you're ill, but you did do it. Oh, you won't clean. Okay, you can't clean that up. Can somebody else clean it up? Yes, someone else can. Oh, now you can. Okay, there we go. Clean that up, please. What were these? Let's go have a chat with them. Cristobal, can you please have a little chat with these people? Just to see what they've got going. I know they wanted slaves. We don't have any of those, but let's see if they got anything else. No. They do not. They have nothing else to sell. That's fine. Where are you going, Chris? Oh, you're cutting stone blocks. Where are you cutting those? Oh, no, you're bringing them back. Okay, that's fine. So, Cristobal is quite unhappy. He's very hungry. Okay, clear prioritized work and go have some food. Please. Don't get hungry on my account. Okay, Amy is cutting down some trees, ready to build the roof on our little base. What I want to eventually do is cut all this as well. We need to cut down all this. Get rid of all that. We don't need it. Okay, how's Celeste doing? Fortunately, Celeste is always going to be hungry because she keeps vomiting as soon as she's eaten. Ba-ba-dum. Ba-ba-dum-bum. Bum-bum-bum-bum. Ba-ba-dum. Did we finish our research? We did. I didn't even set another research, did I? I'm an idiot. Okay, smithing. Where is it? Machining. There we go. Oh, starvation. Yeah, unfortunately you're going to be hungry, Celeste. You're not well. Can you just rest or not? No, because you're not injured, you can't. Okay, that's fine. Please clear up, though. Oh, Darcy has a minor break risk because she's been in a hideous environment for such a long time. The caves are not a good place for Darcy. She hates being in them. But we need you in there to make our base. Again, I don't know what's going to be in here just yet, but it's good to have. We have the area, well, we might as well use it. Okay, how are we for blocks? Got 40 of these. We can nearly get this finished. Okay, Christopher's now playing some horseshoe. His recreation is expanding. He's been insulted recently by Celeste, so very unhappy. Oh, sorry, no, Nugfur. Nugfur slandered Christabel's pubic hair, and that made Christabel very upset. Because nobody slanders Christabel's pubic hair. I don't know why he's so upset about that, but he is. How is Celeste doing? Feeling a little bit better. That's good. Good to see. Oh, major food poisoning. Not good. Hopefully she'll be okay. We can't lose old Celeste, who's our best hunter. Okay, we need them to start breeding again. Come on, get at it. We need more little baby alpacas. How old is Tina now? How do I see? Oh, 9 days. Okay, 9 days old. Okay, that's fine. Doo-doo. Oh, capybara. We need that. Cristobal, can you please pull that back? I didn't realize that was dead. We need that for our food. We do not let any food go to waste, apart from those squirrels that we left outside accidentally to rot. We do need them, so get back. How much meat do we have? Where do I see that? We have 310 meat. Okay, not too bad. How much is this? Probably like 50. 69. Okay, that's good. Ah. I was just talking about baby alpacas, and now Sandra is pregnant again. This is her third baby she's going to have. Sandra and Jeffrey are very much going at it all the time, which is good for us. Oh, a gift from the Fallen Dominion. They've left us a sheep wool head wrap and a cloth blindfold. I don't know why we want a blindfold, but thank you for leaving that. Please bring this in. Maybe when we get a prisoner, we can wrap that around their eyes so they cannot see. Okay, most people are asleep, so let me just go through a little bit of speed. Then you can go to bed. How much fur? Oh, it's just a head wrap, not some fur. That's fine. Thank you for that. Okay, what's Amy doing? Just waking up for some food at 2 in the morning. Oh no, feeding pits. That's fine. Who, yes, was very hungry. So good thing that Amy woke up to feed them. Because I forgot all about them. And I wasn't going to do it. Okay, go back to sleep, Amy. No, she's going to build the roof. Okay. So what most sane people do at 3 in the morning is build some roofs. That's fine. I guess we need to think about building in some vents as well. So temperature vents. Put some here and here. Here and here. There we go. And now she's cutting down some wood. Hope she doesn't wake up any of her other colonists. But Dassie is already awake and researching. Oh, I can probably build some more stuff now, can't I? Production. Yeah, electric smithy. Maybe I should build this. I can't really afford it, but we do need this. So let's move this. Clear some room for it. So remove zones. Shrink zone. What we're going to do is move this stuff out of here. We don't want this in our base anymore. We do not need it. Put it out here. Anything we don't want goes out here. But this needs to be a priority for the stuff we do want. So yeah, critical, good. Okay, we're getting more potatoes. That's great to see. Oh, sorry, rice, not potatoes. That grew pretty quickly. Yeah. How long does that take to grow? Does that grow really quickly? Oh, 3 days. Okay, that's why. Yeah, 3 days. That's good we have that. Okay, I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm going to leave the game running because I like to live dangerously. So if we get a raid and I miss it, I guess that'll be it. Back in 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. We didn't have a raid. That's good. I'm quite new to this whole streaming thing, and I don't really know how people stream for like 8 hours because my voice already feels like it's kind of failing on me right now. And I'm only 3 hours in. It's really hard to talk non-stop and not nearly lose your voice. I don't know how people do it. Okay. So we've nearly finished building this. Do we have any more tiles? We do. Okay, Amy's already on it. Great. Good to see. We do want to build a smithy here. So can Crystal please just haul this? Get rid of all this rubbish out of the way. Yeah, I do talk a lot. That's the kind of Let's Player in me from 10 years ago. Well, more than 10 years ago when I used to try and do Let's Plays. Back in like mid-2010-ish. When everyone was doing Let's Plays and you didn't want any dead silence. So I kind of brought that with me where I don't want any sort of silence at all. Oh god, you can see my old Let's Plays. I realised that I found my old YouTube channel and I saw all the Let's Plays I did. They're so bloody cringy. When did I do them? Let's have a look. Hang on. When were these videos? Right, 2016 probably? ...2014, okay. Yeah. Oh no, maybe a bit older than that as well. Yeah, started in 2013 when I started trying to do some Let's Playing. The funny thing, Grief, is you can see some really old Let's Plays that me and Techie did in 2013. Back when we weren't very good at doing Let's Plays and our audio quality was atrocious. Oh god. They're so embarrassing to watch, those videos. Okay. The ceiling is being built. That's great to see. Yeah, I've known Techie for a long time. Very long time. We've got enough food here. Yep. Okay, good on the research. Okay, what's Crystal doing? Okay, you're still hauling the marble chunks. That's good. We can probably build our smithy now. Electric smithy. We don't have the resources for it, but let's just put it down anyway. We need lots of steel. Oh, we do have enough for it, actually. Probably. One short. That's fine. Crystal, please can you haul this back? Yeah, 20s. I'm 30 now. Uh-oh. Decay Gang. They're back. A group of wasters from Decay Gang have arrived nearby. They are attacking immediately. This is the group that always attack us. We have Tomboy, who's a 60-year-old female who has a pump shotgun. And they're not good at shooting, so they shouldn't be too much of a threat. We can probably shoot them from afar and be okay. We have Slicer, who has a melee of 5. Again, not good at shooting. And they have a gun, an auto pistol. So we should be okay with that as well. They are 49 years old. We have Tony, 79-year-old male, who has a steel club. Very good at melee. But has no protection. Wearing no armor whatsoever. They should be okay to kill. And we have Damp Smoke. Has a steel knife. Good at melee again, but also no armor. So we should be okay here. Again, I haven't really built this area up for the fence yet. And they're coming from this area. But that's fine. We can probably deal with this. So Dassy come out. Sorry. Celeste come out. Amy come out. Dassy come out here. Cristobal come out here. Nugfer, you also come out as well. We could deal with you. You're good at melee. I probably should have given Nugfer all the flak armor. Who's wearing that? So Dassie's wearing that. So please, when you'll get here, Dassie, please can you drop the flak armor? I would like for Nugfur to wear that. Unfortunately, they're not part of our crew, so I have to hope they don't take it with them when they go. I've got to remember to take it back off them. Okay, they are coming down. Okay, quickly drop your... Oh, then you'll be naked. That's fine. Quickly drop it. Cristobal, quickly pick it up. Okay, no, you'll take too long. Okay, cancel that, Dassie. Cancel. Okay, that's fine. We can do that later on. Okay, can you get a clean shot? Not yet. You can now. No, you cannot. They're a little bit out of our range, I think. Yes, they're going south. Okay, that's not where I expected them to go. Please, can you all come down here then? Ah, some are coming this way. Okay, so... Dassie and Cristobal, can you stay up here, please, and shoot the people that are coming this way? Oh, they got it very quickly. I didn't expect them to come that quickly. Okay, get the other side of this barrier and shoot them with a shotgun quickly. Okay, good. One down. Shoot this one and shoot this one. Good. You got a good hit on them. Dead. Okay, so they are being killed. Oh, yeah, they got destroyed. Okay, that's them two dead. Any more coming down from that way? No, they're just the people coming from the south now. Oh, they're fleeing. Okay. Where are they going to be fleeing to? Just chase them down. They're probably going to get away, though. Yeah, they will. Unfortunately, we can't chase them down. That's fine. Let's just leave them. They are not fully dead yet, so Dassie, how good is your shooting? Not great. But neither is Cristobal. So Cristobal, can you please shoot this person? Come here. Shoot them. Dassie, I would like if you turned on this and start burning the body. While Cristobal just practices target shooting on a non-moving body. As you can see, he's not very good at shooting. He's missing a non-moving body many, many times. Will he get it? Who knows? Okay, Dassie, can you please start burning? Yeah, Cristobal is a very bad shot. Got them once. They'll be dead in 2 hours. Luckily, I now have a pump shotgun, which is very nice. Okay, don't hold your fire for a second. No, hold your fire. Don't shoot. Okay, now you can shoot. They'll be dead very soon. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, roof collapsed. Okay, yeah, I did expect that to happen. That's fine. We can build some walls shortly. Okay, they'll be dead in 0.5 hours. 0.4. 0.3. They'll be dead shortly. They're bleeding out from everywhere. Wow, we shot their right leg clean off. They no longer have a right leg. They are now dead. Rest in peace. Okay. Oh, it's back to 40 degrees. Damn. Okay, Dassie. Now, Cristobal, can you please, as you're there, can you please haul that body back? Oh, silver. That is great. We needed that. Okay, Celeste. Not sure why you're standing right there. Oh, you're playing horseshoe. Please get that silver. We need that silver to build more of sterile tiles. So flooring, sterile tiles. There we go. And there. Did you burn them? Yep, okay. Turn that off. Cristobal, before you go, turn that off. And then everyone, I want to stay indoors. It's too hot. Stay indoors. Okay, Amy has tattered apparel. What's wrong with your apparel? Your pants are destroyed. Okay, drop them. And then get on some... Oh, they're also bad. Okay, wear some cloth pants. We will eventually burn all the rubbish clothing we got. For the time being, we will just keep it. Oh no, so Celeste was vomiting all over our crops. That people now have to eat. I don't envy them. Okay. How is Celeste doing anyway? Oh, the food poisoning's cleared up. She's okay now. That was good to see. Dun 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 dun. We do need to get this food in the morning though, quickly. Okay, how's her pregnancy going? She's in the early stage still, so it's still some time until we have another baby one. And their wool growth is only 33%, so quite a long time until we can shear them. How's Pitt's doing? 25 days, so he's gonna be she's gonna be quite a long time until she can be okay again. Okay, we do need to... We have no wood, damn. Yeah, that's quite unfortunate. Maybe quickly what we can do... Allow everyone outside quickly. Ever so quickly. And quickly cut down some wood. Everyone cut down a little bit of wood. Everyone that can, of course. Okay, you three, go out, cut some wood. And refill up the coolers. Otherwise you're going to be sleeping in the heat. Like I will be tonight. Nice, good job. Okay, bring in the wood please before you go. Bring in the wood. You're very bad at cutting wood, aren't you, Amy? And what's your level? Not too bad. Okay, so Crystal Celeste, please cut this one. Cristobal, cut that. Actually, luck it's not too hot out here. This should be okay. Because it's night time. Let's just, yeah, let everyone have free reign. Just for the time being. Amy, can you please prioritize fueling the passive coolers? Probably not enough wood though, is it? At least get some people cool. Even if it's not everybody. Oh, the bloody heater's on. That doesn't help. Okay, Cristobal, can you please turn that off? I didn't realise I had a heater going for no reason. Okay, luckily we have quite a lot more wood outside. Hopefully that should be enough. No, it's 50 per cooler. So we definitely do not have enough. Okay, I will be ending the stream shortly. Because it is nearly 9 PM and I've had no dinner yet. I'm pretty hungry. Okay, at least Amy did her cooler anyway. She made sure she was okay in the in her sleep. She won't get too hot. But sucks to be Dassie and Christabel. They are in the heat. Luckily, the vents are making it cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some eel. Yeah, I love me some jellied eel. Can't get enough of it. Love that stuff. Let's pass through time a little bit. We don't have a lot of limestone. We need more of that. I have a shit ton of it out here. Where should we haul this? I'm so glad we have loads of food now. I was kind of worried about our food situation, but luckily it's growing super quickly now. Okay, Nugfur is going straight back to the mine. But we do lose him in 10 hours. I kind of wanted him to stay though. Unfortunately, he hasn't offered to join us. I feel like Dassie needs to try and convert them again. What was the chance that we would get this? 15% chance. It's worth the risk. Let's just try and get them. I really want them to join our little colony here. Because they're pretty good. Uh-oh, the roofs are collapsing. Okay, maybe we should stop with this cutting for now, because the roofs are going to keep collapsing on us. And I'm not too sure if roofs collapsing can kill people or not. So let's just stop that for the time being. I don't want to cave in and for people to die. If they're going to die, they're going to die by a rhino or a raider, not by the bloody roof collapsing on them. Okay, try and convert them. Come on. You can do it. No, it failed. Unfortunately, we won't have time to convert them. Because they are leaving in 8 hours. It'll be sad to see them go. They're very hard workers. They're very hard at working. I don't know how to force them to stay. I don't think I can force them. I mean, Celeste can try and romance. %90 chance. Let's try and romance Celeste. Maybe if Nogfur has a girlfriend in our colony, he might stay. Unless they do get together, but then Nogfur leaves the colony and then Celeste is very unhappy. Let's try it. I mean, Nugfur is leaving anyway, so if this romance doesn't work, he won't be upset for too long, because he'll be leaving. I mean, the eels I'm not too worried about. I think I might eat eel, but I wouldn't eat jellied eels. It's the jelly part that doesn't sit well. Just the texture of it. Okay, here we go. Let's watch. No, it was unsuccessful. Unfortunately, Casanova here, he compared Celeste to a delicate star, but Celeste just gave minimal response. She went, no, not today. I mean, I've never tried any sort of eel, so I don't really know, but I wouldn't mind trying it. Not too sure if we get that here, though. I mean, if I want to try eel, I want to get it, like, from a good restaurant rather than just something that's canned. Just so I know it's good. Okay, so Nugfur is very unhappy now because he was rebuffed by Celeste. But that's okay, he's going in 6 hours. I wish he wasn't, but he is. So we're losing one of our good workers. And one of our hard workers we're losing. We have Bloody Pitts that is in bed for 26 days, 25 days now, not doing anything. Just taking up our food. She's so unhappy, she's just staring at the wall. And is naked as well, which is very unfortunate because she is a child. But unfortunately I can't dress her for some reason. Okay, Nugfa, you just keep working, alright? I'm going to work you to the bone before you leave. Cristobal, can you get back to cutting wood, cutting stones, please? Bum bum ba-dum. Bum dum bum ba-dum. Bum 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 ba-dum. Bum 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 bum. Okay, I might spend tomorrow on writing that little document that I've got going for my colonists. Might spend a little bit of time doing that. I don't know how much I'm going to write, but as soon as I finish with it, I will add it to the tiles below. The Twitch tiles, whatever they're called. The panels, that's it. I might do it when I'm at work tomorrow. Working. Okay, Dassie, can you clean up a little bit? Clear up all this rubbish. Okay, Amy is finishing the sterile tiles, which is great. Hopefully we have enough material. Not sure if we do. No, we do not. We're missing just a couple of bit of silver for these. That's unfortunate, but Nugfa is on a minor break risk, but he's leaving in 2 hours. And as soon as he goes, I'll be ending the stream. So goodbye, Nugfa. Good knowing you. Cristobal is hard at work, making stone blocks to bring to Amy, who is finishing off our base. Very hard worker. Very happy as well. Constantly working and always happy. Nothing brings Amy down. One hour. Possible future reward. That would be good to have though. Don't know what the reward will be, but a reward would be nice. The problem is it's getting quite late here, nearly 9 PM, and I've been drinking a lot of cold brew, which is highly caffeinated, and I kind of struggle to sleep anyway, let alone drinking this. Okay, no one brought in the shotgun. Okay, Amy, not Amy. Our refugee is leaving. Nugfa thanks you for allowing him to stay at Greenwood for those 16 days. He is now moving on with his people. Nugfa says he won't forget what you've done. Oh, that was nice of you. It was good to have you here, Nugfa. I mean, you are taking my knife with you, though. I wish you didn't. But you are. Goodbye, Nugfa. Once you leave the base, that's the end of the stream. Okay, Amy is nearly done building this. I need to build a wall across here. Maybe not, actually. Maybe across here. Have some rooms here, here, and here. Just a little plan. Okay, maybe a wall here. I didn't really plan this well, did I? I put the door in the wrong place here. Okay, I have a good tennis court here. I don't think you can have tennis courts in this game, unfortunately. I'm not sure they do any sort of sport. Okay, what do I want? Build a corridor. No, not a corridor there. Okay, I don't really want this here. Cancel this. I want corridor here. And then some rooms here. Bam. 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 A couple of rooms. They're kind of not even. Let's try and make them a little bit more even. What's this? So from brick to brick, it is 7. That was a little bit bigger. This will be the bedrooms. This room is a little bit bigger, but that's fine. I can have a door here, 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 here. Yes, you do get resources down, resources back, but not all of them. I don't know how much, maybe like 75%, if that. And I also want a door here. It doesn't matter too much. Yeah, I do. Yeah, let's put a door here. So door right there. And then we can think about what we're going to do down here. Maybe just more bedrooms. Yeah, probably more bedrooms. We need quite a lot. Okay, Nogfur is now leaving. It's good knowing you, Nogfur. I hope you come back soon. Okay, so I'll be ending the stream now. So we've actually done quite well. We've done quite a lot of work here, this stream, in this area. We still need quite a lot to finish it. We killed 2 rhinos with some meat. We dealt with 5 man-hunting squirrels who tried killing us. And we dealt with, was it 4 raiders? 5 raiders who did nothing. We killed, I think it was 4. We killed 2. And then 2 of them they ran away. Oh, quest completed. There we go. Thank you. So, I will probably be streaming tomorrow since I'm kind of on a roll with streaming at the moment. And then we need to just finish this base. Get this all built. We need more rooms for everybody. Then we need to figure out what we're going to do here. I'm thinking a bigger rec room. A bigger kitchen and a butcher room. A separate room where we can butcher animals in so that doesn't put blood in the kitchen. But yeah, thank you to everyone who watched, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow at about 5:30 British time.